Hello, my name is Ankur Mehrotra, and I am a GM at AWS AI Services. Welcome to this session. I'm going to talk to you today about building high-quality personalized user experiences with Amazon Personalize. In this session, I'm also joined by Haris Hussain from Discovery, who will talk about Discovery's approach to personalization and their use of Amazon Personalize. In terms of the structure of this session, we will first talk about why personalization is important, discuss some key challenges faced by businesses while building personalization systems, and look at how Amazon Personalize helps address these challenges. We will also talk about the latest features in Amazon Personalize, including features we have launched this week at re:Invent. Finally, we will hear from Haris about how Discovery is innovating with machine learning-driven personalization to create highly relevant user experiences in their Discovery Plus video streaming service. Let's get started. Consumers are increasingly engaging with businesses through digital services and touchpoints. Every touchpoint is an opportunity for businesses to give their consumers an experience tailored to their preferences and needs. As an example, in a video streaming application, personalization can be incorporated into every aspect of the user experience, from the categories highlighted to the users, to the titles being promoted to them, to the items users see in the content rails, even to the artwork for particular titles. In fact, consumers now expect personalized experiences from businesses. Market research tells us that 63% of consumers see personalization as the standard level of service. Generic recommendations no longer meet consumer expectations. At Amazon, we have been building personalization technology for many years. Our first personalized recommendations feature launched more than 20 years ago. Today, we deliver sophisticated and unique experiences to consumers across several different channels and surfaces using the latest techniques in machine learning developed and perfected over the years at Amazon. We know that personalization can play an important role in improving business outcomes. It helps attract new customers and helps retain customers in a crowded digital environment. It can increase user engagement by helping users quickly and easily discover content they are most interested in. Personalization also drives efficiencies in marketing spend, increases conversion rates, and customer lifetime value, because customers are more likely to consume content that is tailored to their needs. Now, while personalization can add a lot of value to the business, we know from experience that building high-quality personalization technology is hard. It requires specialized skills and a significant amount of time and resources to build and maintain personalization systems. Businesses face a number of different challenges while building these systems. Firstly, it is hard to hire talent with sufficient experience and ML skills to build high-quality and performant recommendation systems. Engineering and data science teams are often bandwidth constrained. Businesses also want to move fast, but development often takes too long. It can also quickly get very expensive to build and maintain these systems from the ground up. Based on what we've learned about personalization over the years, we launched Amazon Personalize, a managed service that enables you to easily and quickly build a recommendation system, saving you a significant amount of time and resources. With Amazon Personalize, you can create highly relevant recommendations for your users which adapt quickly to changing user intent. You can access these recommendations through easy-to-use APIs that you can easily integrate into your existing systems. In addition, all of your data is encrypted to be private and secure and is only used to create recommendations for your users. Finally, you pay for what you use with no minimum fees and no upfront commitments. Now let's look at how you can use Amazon Personalize to start delivering personalized user experiences quickly. First, you can add your data to Amazon Personalize either by uploading data directly through an API or pointing Amazon Personalize to an Amazon S3 bucket. This data can include your user item interaction history, such as views, signups, purchases, and more. You can also optionally include any metadata you may have about the items, such as genre, category, or about your users, such as age and location. Next, pick a recipe based on your use case to create a solution. These include recipes such as user-level recommendations, item-item similarity, and personalized ranking of items. When you create a solution, Amazon Personalize chooses the best ML algorithm for your data and trains recommendation models. Next, tune your recommendations based on your business context. We'll go over some of these capabilities in a bit. Finally, you can access the results through a real-time recommendations API or download recommendations as a batch, along with their relevance scores. You can also access recommendations for a given user context. Let's talk through some of the key features of Amazon Personalize and how they address challenges commonly faced by businesses while building personalized user experiences. First, users' intent can change quickly. What they're browsing yesterday may not be what they're interested in today. Amazon Personalize generates real-time recommendations that respond quickly to changing user intent. This means that the recommendations update and adapt in real time to the user's activity during their session. For example, if you have an action movie fan who just happens to be in the mood for a comedy movie today, Amazon Personalize will quickly shift their recommendations to serve the best comedies suited to their taste. Next, we recognize that you have to consider the entire user experience across devices and channels to provide great personalization. For example, users may want to watch family-friendly content on the big screen in the living room and watch their favorite true crime show on their iPad when kids are not around. They also may want to view the latest news in the morning to start their day and something more relaxing to wind down at the end of the day. With Amazon Personalize, you can generate recommendations within a context. You can choose what context to consider when generating the recommendations, such as device type, location, or time of day. Now, we've all had the frustrating experience where we see the perfect item recommended to us only to find that it's no longer available, or when your queue of recommendations is filled with movies you've already watched. You need editorial control of your recommendations to serve up exactly the type of personalized experience you want for your users. Instead of forcing you to write custom code to process the recommendations, Amazon Personalize offers business rules that allow you to filter items based on past interactions and other information about the items. Filter out recently watched items, make sure to highlight premium content if a user is in a particular subscription tier, or ensure there is no explicit content in the family viewing categories. One of the most challenging problems in building relevant recommendations is offering the right recommendations when new items are added to your catalog. We call this the cold start problem. The problem is most recommendation systems rely on user interactions to inform relevance. This means that when an item is new and has few user interactions, it is difficult to identify who might be interested in it. This leads to a situation where popular items continue to be popular because they're recommended more and more, and new items struggle to break out. This is particularly challenging if you have a fast-changing catalog where items are frequently new. If you have new content that you want your users to discover, Amazon Personalize enables you to specify a new item exploration weight. This input is then used by Amazon Personalize to automatically strike the right balance between exposing new content to users and offering the most relevant recommendations. In addition, we recognize that there is an important signal in not just what items users interact with, but also what items users don't interact with. Hence, for generating recommendations, Amazon Personalize also considers data about which items users have been exposed to but chose not to interact with. At Amazon, we obsess over our customers and work backwards from their needs to prioritize the right features on our roadmap. This year, we have launched several new features based on their feedback. As we spoke to customers, we found that they have a lot of useful data in their catalog, which was being overlooked because it was in unstructured form. Important details that could inform recommendations were trapped in item descriptions, movie synopsis, and reviews. To solve this, This year, we added a new capability in Amazon Personalize. Now, when you add your catalog data to Amazon Personalize, it uses natural language processing to automatically extract key information from unstructured text in your catalog. This information is then automatically used to generate recommendations. With this new capability, Amazon Personalize can help you make the most out of your data and help you create even more relevant recommendations for your users. Another new feature we've launched is a completely new algorithm for recommending similar items. Similar item recommendations are important to help users discover new content that is related to what they're watching. By taking into account the item a user is engaged with, we can improve engagement and conversion. However, because most recommendation approaches rely on users' interaction history to identify similarity, they're also plagued by the same cold start problem we discussed, and they may not reflect thematic similarity. For example, when finding similar items for a home and garden show, you may get items that fall into a different genre. This year, we added a new deep learning-based similarity algorithm that also uses information about the item to identify thematic similarities between items. This means we can better highlight similarity for new items and ensure these recommendations meet your users' expectations. Next, we already know that recommendation relevance is the most important factor driving user engagement. But businesses have goals that go beyond providing the most relevant recommendations. They want the recommendations to drive high engagement, but they also want to make sure that these relevant recommendations don't come at the cost of other critical business goals. For example, a retailer wants to make sure that their recommendations don't include all low-margin items. Similarly, a media business may want to ensure that their subscribers don't just click on the recommended videos, but also watch the full video. So earlier this year, we launched a new capability that enables you to specify a business metric as an additional objective to optimize user recommendations. For example, you can use this capability to optimize recommendations for metrics such as video watch time, lifetime value, or profit margin. Amazon Personalize will then automatically hone the recommendations to improve these metrics, helping you reach your objectives faster. This brings us to our new launches at re:Invent. This week, we have launched an entirely new way to personalize your user experience. We call this intelligent user segmentation. Traditionally, user segmentation has relied on manually curated business rules to make assumptions about user intent and sort them into predefined audiences. Amazon Personalize can now enable you to analyze your user behavioral data and build more intelligent user segments using machine learning. With this capability, you can segment users based on their affinity for a given item or for item attributes such as genres, product categories, brands, and more. This helps you promote specific content to the users that will care about it most, leading to higher engagement with your marketing campaigns, easier acquisition of users for new content, and greater return on investment for your marketing efforts. This week, we are excited to announce that Amazon Personalize has made it even easier to deliver personalized recommendations. We are excited to announce new recommenders optimized for common use cases, such as in media and entertainment applications. As we worked with customers, we found that different touchpoints in the user's journey require different types of recommenders, purpose-built for the use case and context. We also found that we could help optimize the underlying machine learning models for these recommenders based on how they would be used. With this new launch, Amazon Personalize customers with video personalization use cases can simply select the recommenders that map to the user experience that they want to create. This includes recommenders such as top picks for you because you watched X, more like Y, and hot picks. We are also excited to announce recommenders optimized for retail applications. These include recommenders such as customers who viewed also viewed, which can be added to product detail pages, or frequently bought together, which can be used to provide users more recommendations before they check out, along with the recommended for you, most viewed, and bestsellers. These recommenders make it faster and easier than ever to deliver high-performing, personalized user experiences in your applications. Amazon Personalize has helped thousands of businesses create high-quality user experiences across a number of different industries. None of these advancements that I talked about today would be possible without the feedback from our valued customers. Today, I have the honor of introducing Harris Hussain, Vice President of Content Discovery at Discovery, to talk about their approach to personalization and how Amazon Personalize has helped them personalize content streaming experience in their Discovery Plus service. Harris and the team at Discovery have been incredible partners and have accomplished amazing things in a very short period of time. Without further ado, I will hand it off to Harris.
Thank you, Ankur, for that introduction. So a little bit about myself. So I lead content discovery at Discovery, which encompasses personalization, search, and related areas. So many of you would have heard of one or more of these channels. Discovery Channel, Food Network, HGTV, Animal Planet, TLC, History Channel, Travel Channel, etc., and many more. So all of these and many more globally are actually part of one product called Discovery Plus. We are the global leader of real-life entertainment. Let me introduce you to Discovery Plus via video.
Okay, you ready?
Let's do this.
I'm starving. There's two things you need to know about me. I love comedy, and I love to eat.
Bonjour!
Welcome to the Globe. Don't mess it up.
Oh my God.
My fiance lives on a tropical island.
I love you, but don't rush me. If you wreck or get caught, I get a refund.
Get some!
The team that increases the value of the house the most wins.
This is not going to be pleasant.
I just feel like he's watching me right now.
The only people that understand this stuff is us.
Oh, yeah.
Something just went by. I'm so excited right now. Push it!
Bring it on.
Ooh, baby!
You want to flap your arms.
Exciting, huh? That guy is really hilarious. Discovery Plus is our flagship product all over the world, and these are some of the brands that are under our umbrella. I'm sure many of these will be familiar to you for our international audiences as well. To give you an idea of the scale at which we operate, we just announced that we have reached 20 million global subscribers, which is an awesome milestone. Our subscribers are growing consistently month over month at a 14% compound growth rate, which is why it's important for us to build Discovery Plus for scale and long-term customer satisfaction. So that leads us to, why do we need to personalize? So we personalize to help consumers find delightful content to watch every time they visit Discovery Plus, so they stay with us for a long time. And why is this a challenge? So from the consumer perspective, they have lots of choices of streaming services and shows. So the average US household has 4 streaming services. I'm sure many of you guys knew that. And even when they get to our service, there's more than 2,500 shows to watch. So we have to keep them engaged with us by helping them find shows they would like to watch every time that they visit with us. The bar is quite high here, and there's tremendous competition. A question I often get is, can human editors handle this alone? The answer is that we're building to utilize the power of humans and machines together. First, we're automating the experience to be able to manage it at scale that you see here. With 20 million subscribers in more than 220 countries and 50 plus languages, this is not something humans can efficiently handle. Secondly, we're personalizing the experience to drive engagement across our customers. We all know machines are much better at optimizing for individuals at this scale than humans can do. This has been proven over and over. Thirdly, and most importantly, our editors manage special events like Shark Week, Ghostober, Thanksgiving to create the best experience for customers. Humans are much better at curating special experiences. This is not something the machines can do well. Together, once again, we're optimizing the best experience using the power of humans and machines together and utilizing each of them for what they're best at. So let's talk about what do we personalize. Some of the ways, I'll talk you through some of the ways we're personalizing the experience, some current and some in the works. Starting with the home page, which is called For You, and which drives the lion's share of our viewer hours. Our goal here is to help everyone quickly find something they would like to watch so they don't leave our app and go to something else. For this, we're personalizing the shows that we recommend, the order they're shown, the layout of the page, and many other aspects of the experience like navigation, etc. As part of this, we are generating new types of rails and other features to help customers find the next show to watch quickly. For this, we actually, as you can imagine, we have multiple personalization models operating on this page at the same time. Our shows are organized by genres and brands that many of us recognize that you can browse to from anywhere on the app. So for customers who visit these, we personalize the rails to help them find something to watch as well. Another experience that we're personalizing is search, both in what we present in search results and in what we show customers when they land on the search page. A quick anecdote here, we found that often customers just pick a show from the recommendations without even searching. That was quite a surprising discovery for us. The last page to talk through is the show page. Customers will land here when they click on a show. They'll watch the show, and after they're done watching, we want to help them find the next best show that they would like to see that would resonate with them. For that, there's a You May Also Like rail here that shows shows similar to the one you just watched. We're seeing really good traction on that as well. There's a lot of work still to do, and I will talk you through some of the broad themes in a little bit. But first, let me switch for a bit to why we decided to use Amazon Personalize in the first place. So when I joined Discovery Plus, or Discovery, we started this project with a very aspirational ask. Discovery Plus was targeted to launch within a few months, and we were wondering if we could launch with personalization or add personalization to the product after the launch. So we set ourselves a really aggressive goal that we will launch Discovery Plus with personalization, and we'll catch up quickly with the rest of the industry on personalizing how much you personalize in the product. So this meant needing to get 1 year ahead or 2 years ahead of where we would naturally be and get there fast. So we decided to partner with AWS. This was because of their experience in the personalization space, the experience with global scale, the known durability of their services. We've been AWS customers for a long time, and their stellar customer support. And we've loved it every instance. So let's talk for a little bit about results. Because of the engagement with AWS, we were able to launch Discovery Plus in the US with personalized recommendations, exceeding our goals. It's been a stellar success. We're delivering near real-time recommendations. And personalized rails drive more than 3 times the minutes per impression of other rails. Almost half of the hours watched on the app come from personalized features. We're driving engagement with more of the catalog than curated or automated rails, which is a key criteria of success for us. Last, but not the least, the built-in scalability has enabled us to easily and quickly launch in new markets and new countries. So let's switch a little bit and talk about productivity. How did this engagement with AWS Personalize help with that? So we believe it saved us tremendous amounts of effort. Almost 6,000 plus engineer hours for if we had set up and established our own team before we started on this. So we were able to partner and launch Discovery Plus on time and to the scale that we needed. As I said earlier, we weren't even set up in terms of boots on the ground when we started to make this happen otherwise. Part of our partnership with AWS was an engagement with ProServe. I wanted to call that out. ProServe helped us set up and configure our initial solutions, data pipelines, etc. This was tremendously useful. Thanks a lot to the ProServe folks who are listening here. Also, this is an ongoing partnership for us. We are really excited about the upcoming features from AWS to see, and we're looking forward to seeing how they help us serve our customers. So, lastly, where next? So let me give you a quick idea of some of the challenges that we're solving. So here's some of the areas of investment for us for this year and the next, and some of the current and newly announced Amazon personalized capabilities we're looking forward to. So our first challenge is cold start of various types. We have new customers joining every day. We're working on how best to get them engaged. We launch in new countries regularly, which has both operational and experience challenges. We have new content arriving day over day, and new types of devices. So for the new content arriving day over day, we're really excited to look at the new similar items recipe, which should help us for the content challenge. And we're working our way through the other ones as well. Driving engagement is an ongoing effort. And we're working on new features of different types for that on the home page and other pages. We're looking forward to seeing how the new M&E optimized recipes can help us here. A major investment area is how to make our marketing promotions more successful. And we're looking forward to leveraging user segmentation and other enhancements here as well. More broadly, this program is about increasing the return on investment on our content, right? And that's by having customers engage with more of our catalog, including the tail. So we're looking at ways for how to optimize for diversity, novelty, etc. to help with that. So you can see there's quite a lot of meaty challenges to solve still across the program. And we're looking forward to our partnership and our continuing partnership with Amazon Personalized to make that happen. Thank you very much, guys. And back to you, Ankur.
Thank you, Harris, for walking us through how Discovery Plus has excelled with Amazon Personalized. The team at Discovery is building a truly fantastic platform. By the way, being an astronomy enthusiast, personally, I'm a big fan of their astronomy content. Thank you all for your time today. If you'd like to learn more about how Amazon Personalized can help your business deliver a standout user experience, please visit aws.amazon.com/personalize.